All right, boys and girls, we're going to continue. We're in week 4, Sharon Wells. We're going to do week 1, skills 1, boys and girls, please. And it has to do with place value. Okay, boys and girls, we have a number here. And you remember our strategy, boys and girls? We do our casita, okay? And boys and girls, this is a, change my color. This is a decimal point, boys and girls, decimal point. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the whole numbers first. This is the ones place. I'm gonna extend the rooms, boys and girls, the little lines. Okay, this is the ones place. This is the tens. The next one is the hundreds. This is thousands. 10,000s, boys and girls, and 100,000s. Okay, so it says the counter shows the mass in kilograms of a male hippopotamus. Oops, I forgot my decimal point site, boys and girls. This is my 10th place, and this is my 100th place, remember? And remember, boys and girls, you can also do this on the bottom to verify. 1 under the decimal point, 0 under the 2, 0 under the 9, boys and girls. That's how we know the 2 is in the 10th place and the 9 is in the 100th place, boys and girls. Okay. So they want the 9, boys and girls. The 9 is here, and we know it's in the 100th place, boys and girls. 100th. So what do we do? Do you remember what we do, boys and girls, for these decimal points? Do you remember? You say verify, good job. 1 under the decimal point, 0 under the 9, bolita pa allá. 1 under the decimal point, 0 under the 1, 0 under the 0, 0 under the 0, and bolita pa allá. 1 under the decimal point, 0 under the 0, 0 under the 9, bolita pa allá. Okay, boys and girls, so, or not here. Remember, boys and girls, the 9 was in the 100th. That's 9/10. That's 100,000ths, and that's 9/100ths. So your best answer was letter C, boys and girls. Okay. The next 2, boys and girls, I'm not going to help you entirely. This was just a little review. I'll help you set them up though, okay? So let me get a different color. Okay, boys and girls. The numeral is written in expanded notation. Okay, you have a number and you have all these zeros, another number, zeros, decimal point, which shows the numeral in standard form. All right, boys and girls, what's your strategy, boys and girls? What are you gonna do? If you said build your casita, good job. We have a decimal point, boys and girls, so let's build our casita. Okay, I'm gonna put the decimal point here. It has its own room, if you remember, boys and girls. So then I need 2 rooms in the back. And I'm just going to go to the 10,000s place because that's where that 4 is at. So I have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s, boys and girls. Okay. And do you remember something else that we put on above them, boys and girls, on top of the roof? Do you remember what we would write, boys and girls? And if you said we would write the, let me go back and write my 10,000s. Okay, remember, boys and girls, we would write the number of zeros to help us out. So in the ones place, there's 0 zeros. In the tens place, they have 1 0. In the hundreds, they have 2 zeros. The thousands, they have 3 zeros. In the 10,000s, they have 4 zeros. Okay. Over here, boys and girls, in the decimal point side, remember this was 1/10th, and this was 1/100th. Okay, so now your job, boys and girls, is to put these numbers, the number 4, let me use a different color, guys, hold on. You're going to put the number 4, the number 3, the number 5, and the number 4 in the correct place value, boys and girls. And if you look, those zeros are helping you. to help you, boys and girls. Okay, how many zeros do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Do you remember this? So where is our 4 going to go? Where you have 4 zeros. How many zeros do we have here, boys and girls? 1, 2, 3. How many zeros here? 1, 2. And this is your decimal point side. And if you want to verify this one, boys and girls, 1 under the decimal point, 0 under the 1, bolita pa allá. That's the 10th place, boys and girls, that 4. So put your numbers where they belong and find your answer. All right, let's tackle number 3, boys and girls. In the number shown, 1 digit is underlined and 1 digit is circled. Which statement about the circled digit is true? So boys and girls are asking you about this one right here, this one. Okay, so again, what do we do, boys and girls? Casita. How many place values do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get a different color. This was in the ones place. No decimal points, guys. Tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s, boys and girls. Okay, you can put the numbers here. 6, 6. Don't forget to comma in the thousands place. 0, 0, 0, comma. And boys and girls are asking you to look at this 0, boys and girls. Okay, they're asking you to look at that 0 and compare it to this one, boys and girls. Because the question is, which statement about the circled digit is true? Well, boys and girls, that 6, you can also write it down here like this. That 6 is worth 6,000. This 6 is worth 60,000, boys and girls. But again, boys and girls, you're looking at the one that's circled. So you're looking at this 6,000, boys and girls. So the question is that value, is that 660 times the value of the underline? Is it 1/60th the value? Or is it 1/10th? Or is it 10 times greater, boys and girls? And if you remember, boys and girls, I can already eliminate 2. Do you remember which ones we can eliminate, boys and girls? Because when you're comparing one place value to the next, boys and girls, there's just 2 possible answers. So based on my possible answers, I know which ones to get rid of. And if you remember, boys and girls, these are wrong. 60 times and 1/60th? No, they're talking about 10, the place value of 10, boys and girls. So it's either 1/10th or 10 times. Those are possible answers, boys and girls. And if you remember, boys and girls, 1/10 means that number, is it smaller or does it mean it's bigger, boys and girls? Do you remember 1/10? Yeah, we're talking about a little fraction, boys and girls, un pedacito. So is that smaller or is it bigger? You said smaller. Good job. 1/10 means that it is smaller. The number that's circled is smaller than the other one. Or 10 times, boys and girls. Remember, what if 1/10 means smaller? What does 10 times mean, boys and girls? Smaller or bigger? You said bigger. Good job. So boys and girls, they're asking you, this number that is circled, boys and girls, this one, is this 60,000? Is it smaller? Or is this than the 60,000? Or is this 6,000 bigger than the 60,000, boys and girls? What do you think? All right. Answer the bottom 2 questions, boys and girls, and please accept. Thank you.